based on, let's see, based on this picture here, which is right, which is just such a tiny percentage of what that picture actually shows. And you know, if you haven't already, guys, go check out that video if you want your blood to boil. And you know, and it's things like that. You know, if you're somebody who's maybe like me, I'll put myself in a position of somebody who treads very carefully in what I say, because that's not my lane. I don't know about the intricacies of foreign aid and foreign policy and what benefit truly Ukraine has to us. So I tread a little carefully when I make my judgment calls. But and I think a lot of people are like that. They're like, well, I don't know if I fully understand this, like why exactly we're doing this. I get the gist, but there's got to be so much more that I don't understand. So I'm going to be maybe a little bit cautious in what I say. But then you see something like that picture. Where are the American flags? I haven't seen any of those people. And I'll go back and I will look through pictures over the past, you know, handful of years to see if there's at any point in time when they're all standing like that, waving little American flags. You know, so I have a problem with that. And I think a lot of people have a problem with that. Do you have a problem with that, Clay?
Yeah, I mean, I was livid to do that as Congress people, men and women in the halls of Congress, U.S., right?
Yeah.
And waving a foreign flag as if to not even ally. It almost looks like a loyalty push. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I just, it is very, it's offensive to me to do it in the halls of Congress. Listen, diplomacy is what it is, right? And diplomacy is business, not in the sense of buying and selling and defense and like all the accusations that are being made, but these are calculated decisions just like you would make in any business. It's a decision to be made on, you know, strategically, what does Ukraine mean to us? What does it mean if it falls to Russia? All the things that you're talking about that you don't know the intricacies of, they're supposed to.
They're supposed to.
These are business decisions, right? They're calculated, strategic, business-like decisions. They are not flag waving. That's not what this is. That's not what it's for, right? That is about, you know, roaring up the crowd, bringing up support that may or may not be there. But the fact that they're waving Ukrainian flags inside the halls of Congress is extremely offensive to me when we can't get Americans to wave American flags in the halls of Congress, right? I mean, that it's baffling to me that because it's clearly organized. That's not an accident. Those were handed out. Somebody walked in and handed those out.
Don't you always carry a tiny little Ukrainian flag around with you everywhere you go? It seems very normal.
I carry a bouquet of them, depending on, you know, what country I feel like supporting that day.
Yes, one of every, and whatever's going on, you can just pass them all out.
Yeah.
Like very orchestrated. And that's actually a great point that, you know, pay attention that, you know, your optics, you know what I mean? This is a message. This is a message. If you want a message, this is a message. And the message is that, you know, half of our government isn't for us. They're not about us. They're about Ukraine in this moment until their next poster child, you know, comes up, right?
Yeah. That was not a wave the flags of Ukraine in the streets as a message to Putin.
Right.
That's what that was.
That was a message to us.
That was a message to the American public. You are exactly right. You are 100% right. That's brainwashing. It's propaganda. That's whatever you want to call it. But that is, we need to support this. Look, all these smart Congress people that you put in office, they're all supporting this. They're waving the flag. You should have a flag in your front yard. And in fact, you should have one tattooed on your body. Everybody should support Ukraine. Bah, that's what they're doing. And it's all garbage. It's all crap because it's all orchestrated, and that's what they want. And to me, to do that, you want to stand outside on the front steps, fine. Actually, that's a little offensive too, but so be it, right? Not in chambers, not in the halls itself. No friggin' way. There's no way that should happen.
Yeah, there's part of me that feels like that is going to be one of those moments that we look back on years from now and say, that was a moment right there that things turned more than we maybe realized. And I believe that that was a moment, that was a sign right there of, it's that foreboding of something bad to come. And, sorry to be the doomsday caller here, but yeah, I feel like that was a bad thing on a lot of levels, and it's all going to play out. It's
Yep.
all going to play out.